Wow.
And then
Nice.
started to stream. I know.
Shocking.
It's weird. Isn't that weird?
Das ist weird.
I'm Dutch. Isn't that weird? Oh, I missed that show. Movie. Kiss the Wife, Beard.
That movie is great.
Yes. Boop. Make sure everything is good. Send out Trovo notifications. Verify YouTube's up and running, and the Twitchels is good. Everything's running as expected.
Yeah. And I retweeted the twatters.
Why, thank you.
I always do. I always give it a nice little quote.
You are still night tight on Trovo.
I am.
Yes.
I will continue to be. At least in the short term.
For now.
For now. It's weird. It's weird coming out with your name.
Mm-hmm.
And people using it. I'm just like, oh yeah, that's right. I'm like, what? Oh yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Not used to it.
That is how it do.
It's how names work. You give it out and people use it. Oh, Mimi, thank you. Thank you very much. I thank you for the host. Lovely elixir over on the Trovos. So very nice. Oh, so since we are live gagging, I gotta send you one more thing. Nothing crazy secret. I just didn't want to say it live on stream. Oh my goodness. Seeing people posting pictures of their puppers. It's so nice. I love seeing pictures of puppers. My doggo went to puppy daycare today and he came home whooped. He was so tired.
So tired.
I love it. Love it. I mean, that's why he's there, is to really get all his wiggles out. And he was there extra long today because I had to take the boys out on a little errand after dinner. And so we go to pick him up and I get him in the car and he's so excited to get in the car. And normally he knows that he's like getting food when he gets home. So he's all excited and he'll be like kind of a little bouncy in the car. And he's like, hey, I've had a good day and I'm feeling good. But he was there extra long today. So I get there and he gets in the car and he just sits in the front seat facing me as I'm driving, and his head just starts to sink a little bit. I was just like, oh yeah, someone had a good day, huh? She's just like, Dad, I'm so tired. I want food and a nap. Good.
As it should be.
As it should be. Well, there was like this a really cool looking brindle like boxer puppy that apparently gave him all the play that he could handle today.
Oh yeah,
which is
they're really energetic.
Yeah, he's only a year and a half old, golden lab. So or not golden lab, he's a English lab, so yellow lab. But he's got all the energy in the world. But when he's tuckered out, it's like, yes, give him all the puppy play he can handle, please. And thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to meet her. Her name was Nova. She was such a cutie.
Nice.
It is nice. Loves it. So everybody make sure you get your long rest in on your player sheets.
Yep.
I did that.
I believe I did that already.
Yeah. I think I did that at the end of the last session.
Mm-hmm.
Just making sure. We'll give it a couple more minutes and then we will get cranking.
Pirate King, I sent you a text.
Alrighty then.
Alrighty then.
Hello, Tron.
I've been lost. It's okay, Tron. I'm still here. Always chill in Discord too. Chilling a lot in Discord. It's been nice.
Yeah.
In fact, yeah, Mud, we played some Destiny.
Yeah, we kind of like a little community night kind of thing.
Heck yeah. We're doing more of that stuff.
I know Mud likes Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
He's another strange. No, I'm just joking.
That's another story. Listen, here, Bub.
I am not going to knock anybody for enjoying that game. I spent way too much time on Destiny 1.
Mm.
Oh no. I'm proud of you, Tron. You're expanding horizons. It's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many good people to follow, too.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it worked.
A lot of fun streamers.
Heck yeah. Bum, bum, bum. All right, we're going to go ahead and get it cranking. So, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, once again to Dungeon Nytes, our weekly dose of D&D from us to you. Last time on Dungeon Nytes, our little band of heroes returned to Bryn Shander with a load of Chardalin. After passing that off to the townspeaker for safekeeping and potentially a little exchange of currency, they sought out Vindel, both to get their items that they had traded back and also to meet the latest member of the party, Corin. Now, the party got a little more than they were bargaining for with Vindel, as she presented them with an option. Take a potion and have their minds opened in ways that they are not expecting, or leave as they were. They all decided to drink. All meaning Krathok, Poppy, and Drathar. And after doing so, felt awful. Searing amounts of pain as a magnificent illusion spell was lifted from their minds, unveiling to them the truth of their origins. In fact, they were not from the future. They were all from the present. All of them tricked into thinking that they were something else. Especially Poppy and Drathar. It was a bit unnerving and alarming as they have to now sort through their heads what was real and what wasn't, and come to terms with the lives that they had led before and what to do with the knowledge that they hold now. That said, they definitely know that everything that they have done up until this point has been real, and that they have indeed stopped Zardarok's Sunlight from unleashing his PHANDALIN monstrosity on the 10 towns and ending his self-titled kingly reign. Not only that, they have come back once again to Bryn Shander, where in doing so has earned them a permanent home, of which they currently settled in. Drathar was kind of beckoned, or so I would say, beckoned to talk with the speaker, and then returned home later that evening. Everyone has had a nice, long rest, and you're waking up to the warmth of your new home. Grathok, you on your bedroll on the floor. Poppy, your room. Drathar, your room, and Corin, wherever you decided to stay. And I will give it up to you, my dear friends.
Gordon will wake up in the bed of one of the rooms and cheerfully make his way downstairs, preparing breakfast for everyone.
What's for breakfast, Corin?
Just thinking a bit of eggs, perhaps some toast as well.
It's simple but good.
Poppy's waking up and just kind of trying to shake the cobwebs out of her brain. Just still kind of in disbelief what's going on. She starts getting ready for the day, and she smells the food and makes her way downstairs.
Drathar will also get up and smell the lovely scent of eggs. Well, not really wake up. He was probably awake since he doesn't sleep much. But he'll head downstairs, and when he sees the eggs, he'll just make a little comment. Have you ever heard of the story about the strange adventurers that went around to different inns looking for a strange egg? They became rich merchants. Apparently, they just went around demanding eggs, and everyone just gave them eggs, and they got rich just selling them.
Quite an interesting story.
Yeah, I mean, probably not the best people talkers. Just went around just screaming, "Give me your eggs! Give me the egg!" But they made a business out of it. It's good to show you. Anything can be a business nowadays.
Oh, yes, I suppose.
What kind of eggs? What were they that special?
Apparently, they were looking for a very special egg, but not being able to talk to people, they just went around saying, "Give me your eggs." I guess you should, let people know what you're looking for.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Just think, if we went around just saying, "Give me your shiny rock," when we were looking for the PHANDALIN.
That makes sense, because there are lots of different shiny rocks around.
Anyways,
I'm gonna yell from the other room. Got any yak's milk? Hungry.
Warren, don't give him yak's milk. We've been told we're not allowed to let him drink any yak's milk.
I don't believe I have any. Perhaps some cheese.
Oh, some cheese would be good.
If you have some sort of other kind of milk, just tell him it's yak's milk. He might not know.
Oh, very well. Do we have any cheese?
Oh, the pantry is stocked. You have what you need.
He gets a few slices of cheese and brings them over to Krathok with some eggs. Hey, here you go, Krathok.
Oh man, this looks tasty. Make this yourself?
Yes.
Oh. Well, my thanks to you, sir.
Yeah, anytime.
Thank you for making this, Corn.
Oh, my pleasure.
Yeah, sadly, our last cook is back at it and, trying to woo her man. So this really comes in handy. I don't mind cooking sometimes, but it's not my forte.
Mine
Well,
either.
I do enjoy a good meal every now and then.
Do you
Somewhat
get
of-
honey?
Oh yeah, some honey would be great.
I think there's some honey in the shelves.
Love some.
Oh, I want. And Poppy looks at Drathar. I wonder if it's Espia's honey.
Didn't she give you or
I don't
Chica?
think so.
a thing of honey before we left? I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't think I have any.
She definitely didn't give it to me, so probably saved it for Bardaman.
Oh, I'm sure she saved a lot of honey for Bardaman.
As long as it stays in the pantry and not anywhere else. So after we eat, we need to get some work. We still have some things we need to do. So I think we should go talk to the speaker. We've done some work for her. She's been helpful, her and the sheriff. So I think that we should really go see her, and perhaps she can point us in a good direction. And hopefully that'll help us, unravel these new memories and kind of get used to our new abilities that we seem to have unlocked. Learning more about ourselves as we go.
Sounds like a splendid idea.
I'm okay with that.
So, since everyone has learned more about themselves, Corn, I figure you at least knew yourself before, so you can still chime in. Any newfound talents that anyone has? Grathok, are you better at building docks now?
No, but I do have some talents that apparently piss a lot of people off.
Yes, I'm sure everyone in the town hates you all night long. We got that.
Yeah, we kind of hated you all night long that one night too.
One person was quite happy with you, at least.
She's the only one that mattered that night.
Oh my.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm sorry, Drathar. I'm still kind of in shock about what's going on, and I'm still a little fuzzy. I just don't know what to think about anything that happened.
Poppy, give me a wisdom check.
Ooh.
25.
Poppy, as you say these words, you immediately are hit with a bit of a remembrance. You had a very intense set of dreams last night.
Ooh.
Which you fully attribute to the potion. One of these dreams all of a sudden becomes extremely vivid in your head. You begin to see roaming tents in a village. You see a depiction of a king and queen sitting on thrones of fur. You see carriages and horses and axe beats and dogs. And in this vision, as you are seeing these things, you see the king and queen sitting on their thrones, and every couple seconds the backdrop behind them changes to these various places of which you have memory but can't fully recall at this time. But as you see these visions, a kind of map is appearing kind of out of your peripheral vision, and you feel like points are being put on this map as it's happening. Memories of places you've been kind of hits you.
Oh my God. She kind of looks up at Drathar. I just got hit with like a memory. It's wow. There's like a king and a queen, and it's like all these tents and carriages, and I keep seeing all these different places. I feel like I've been to all these places. And she looks up at Drathar again. It's just, I mean, it's so colorful. It's just vivid in my mind. It's almost like pictures. Just all these pictures are flooding back to me. I don't. And she's just kind of at a loss for words, because it's just flooding back so fast and so hard. I feel like I was a part of this and I belonged there. I knew these people, or know these people.
As you say that, you confirm for yourself you do know these people. You're sure of it.
I know these people. It's a king and a queen. And I'm part of their village.
Do you think you're part of one of the wandering tribes of Icewind Dale?
That's the impression I'm getting, because I see carriages and axe-beaks and furs and tents. And all these pictures of, just all these flashing pictures of different places, but it's still with the king and the queen.
Perhaps that was the tribe you were part of. We can figure out who they are. Perhaps we can find out who might know you better. Maybe that'll help you come to terms with all this. I mean, don't fight it, kind of embrace it. I mean, I already have a second voice in my head at all times, so no point fighting these strange memories.
Yeah, they just seem so familiar to me, though. Like I was a part of them.
Well, we can try to find out who they are and search for them. Perhaps in our travels we'll run across them, and maybe that'll bring you some closure on this and some clarity. I mean, drinking strange things that wizards or sorcerers give you doesn't seem to be the best thing to do at times, but we had to, and it's helped clear up some things for us, brought us a new insight, gave us somewhat new direction. And I know for me, before, I had trouble hearing the other voice in my head. Now it's much clearer.
What kind of voice are you? What kind of voice are you hearing?
My people, when we're born with the spirit of our ancestors. It kind of teaches us and leads us down a path. So we don't always embrace it. We might fight against it or rebel, but that's why many of us choose the path we do, is we are taking and following the same path as our ancestor. I can hear mine now. He's just an annoying prick. That's
you mean like Krathok over there?
No, Krathok's grumbly, and apparently, depending on who you ask, he's quite cuddly, I guess, or fluffy. But he's just rough and rigid, but that's something that's good for us. We need a nice rock at times. He can be nice and fluffy and cuddly to other people. Hopefully not all of them.
Just some of them, gosh.
Not this one.
Krathok, give me a wisdom check.
Wisdom. Not a sim throw. Damn it. Do what I want you to do. Ah!
What's the total?
It came out to
a 9.
9.
So Krathok, as Drathar begins talking about ancestors, you kind of also get hit with a similar experience to Poppy, where you kind of recall a dream that you had last night as well.
Oh.
You see a dream of kind of 2 Goliath chiefs kind of standing off against each other. You can't hear what they're saying. You do recognize them as the two leaders of the two prominent Goliath tribes in Icewind Dale. You see them just face to face, inches apart, screaming at each other, then walking away. As they do, you see a vision of snow falling between them, creating at first an avalanche, which then falls away to a chasm, which then fizzles away into nothingness.
Is this like a metaphor? I'm confused. It seems more like a metaphor that the tribes aren't working well together. They're fighting.
Could be. I don't know. It's your dream.
Huh. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to pray about this one, because that's a interesting, strange dream that it just popped in my head that I remember from last night.
Well, I mean, we were just talking about you and speakers, and this is possibly, if I was a therapist, this is your unpent energy that you can't get out, and you're a little locked up and just want to get it out, and you're fighting another man for a woman.
That'd be.
Or else he needs more fiber.
That too, fiber.
I won't say that he shared that out loud unless you want to share that out loud.
No, I want to share it out loud. Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm definitely not a therapist either, so.
Yeah, no, I'm totally going to share my dream out loud with everybody else.
Yours is definitely much more cryptic than Poppy's was, Krathok.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's more of a metaphor. Now I need to go and check on the local tribes.
Are you going to become a Goliath king? Are you going to unite the tribes?
I mean, if it needs to be done, it needs to be done. There's big bad things out in the world that need to be taken care of.
I think we might need to do that. We can get you to unite the tribes. I can think of the power we'd have behind us, then the amount of money we could make. Of course, helping your people would be nice too.
I mean, the glory of uniting the tribes would be nice for me, so. What does everybody else think?
It would be better to have some stability.
I think that we should definitely keep that on the table. We should still really go talk to the speaker once we finish breakfast and everything, see what she has for us. And if we run into the tribes, perhaps we can learn more. And if we can get them to unite under you or someone else, that might be a powerful force that we can use to help rally the Tens towns.
Yes.
Corn, do you want to give me a history check?
One history check coming up. That's a straight 0.
Yeah, you know nothing about what's going on with the Goliath tribes to be able to either confirm or deny anything in Krathok's dream.
His first roll was a 17.
What?
Yep, 17.
Yeah, his first roll was a 17.
Yep. I don't know why I rolled twice.
It doubled roll for some reason.
Oh, okay. Your first roll was 17. Okay, well, in that case, Corin, you and you and Vindel have had various travels where one of them was to talk to one of the chiefs of the Goliath tribes. His name was Arn. And he, if you'll give me un moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Arn. Arn, who's the chieftain of the Sky Tower Goliaths. She was talking to him about something that you weren't privy to, but you are aware, based on your discussions with kind of some of the other Goliaths there, as you were trying to make yourself friendly, they're not so forthcoming with outsiders, but upon leaving, Vindel did tell you that Arn was looking to her aid in a matter with the Wormdoomcrag clan of Goliaths, and that they were feuding, and it's an ongoing schism in the mountains between the two tribes. Not that it's affecting the 10 towns at all, but it's just one of those things.
I would share that with the group then. So, I do remember this story, or this interaction with Vindel and Arn, the chieftain of the Sky Tower Goliath, looking for aid with the, is it Wormdoom?
Yes.
Yep. Wormdoomcrag Goliath.
Huh. Do you remember? Do I know where these tribes are at? I mean, I have spent time here in 10 towns for a while.
Yeah, Krathok, go ahead and give me a wisdom save.
Uh-oh. Oh no! It was on 14!
No.
And then it flipped over!
Dang.
That's a 9.
I'll let you have advantage since Corin stirred the potential memory.
Okay. Just give me something better. Okay, there we go.
Ooh.
Oh, and the dice gods have spoken. With Corin mentioning the name Arn,
Mm-hmm.
you get hit. Almost like you're getting hit with a psychic wave that unlocks a whole set of memories about you and the Sky Tower Goliaths. You are a Sky Tower Goliath.
Okay.
You are a little bit confused as to why you left, but you are well aware of the schism between Arn and between where did I put his name?
Ow. I need to write this down somewhere. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
I have it written down too, so.
Okay. Is that like Aaron without the own?
It's
just put
ARN is Arn. Yes.
Oh, I spelled it right on the first time.
Mental high five, Mimi.
Instead of my phonetic stuff that you've seen in my notes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So the leader of the Wormdoom Crag clan is Ogali.
Oh golly.
Well, okay.
Ogooly.
No.
Ogali.
No.
Probably OGALIE. Or I, not
No. No, close.
Oh God.
That's gotta be real
I love
awkward.
You guys so much.
Look, you've seen my phonetic stuff in my notes.
We'll go
Golly,
with-
oh golly.
No, we'll go with Ogalai. Sorry, Ogolai, and it's spelled OGOLAI. Ogalai.
Ogalai,
And-
okay.
And she is a very formidable chieftain the Wormdoom Crag. Yes, she. You just remember that there was a massive rift between them. It's not quite clear of what it was that was between them, but you begin to recall all of these memories of you at the Sky Tower shelter and of your memories of taming griffins and a whole host of different other activities that you would do. You can only assume at this point that you left to find your own glory after the schism that happened. But it's still not clear, though you do begin to, again, well up these feelings of longing and belonging to the Sky Tower clan.
Well then, maybe we should make a visit to oh golly, Ogalai. Sorry, that's what we're calling her now, Ogalai. I say.
You can call her Ogalai and watch what happens to you.
I think actually, see, if I don't remember why I was gone, why I left, like, what if I did something at my own clan and pissed everybody off in my own clan? Ooh.
Yeah, but being a paladin, aren't your people forgiving?
I mean, they're Goliaths. Forgiving is kind of like the last thing they do. All right. You know what? I pull out a coin and I am going to say heads or tails. Is there a coin here? Oh, there's not a coin on VT.
Should be D2. Should be D2.
I see D4 is the smallest I have.
If you do /RD2.
RD2? Oh, in the chat?
Yep. In that little chat box, it'll do it for you.
Okay, so 1 will be heads and 2 will be tails. One will be the Sky Tower and 2 will be the Wormdoom Crag clan.
You have to do a space between them.
Okay.
/R space D2.
Gotcha. It's not like roll 20. Looks like we're going to see Sky Tower first. if y'all want to. But I think it might be really important to get the Goliath clans behind us in whatever we go forward with. Their help would be very nice.
Yeah, I'd certainly be able to help with that.
That might be a trip, so hopefully perhaps we can, when we go see a speaker, let her know we have plans to kind of head up that way. Perhaps she can tell us kind of what's going on, a little more information.
Sure.
And possibly some leads for work that might be along the same path. Because, we might have a lot of gold now, but, getting this place up and running, getting things, we could go through gold fast, so why not make more along the way?
Oh, can't ever say no to more gold.
Corin.
Yes, Poppy.
You haven't told us much about you.
Oh, me? No, I'm from a land very far to the south. Greenest is where I call home, but I left many years ago to pursue studies in my sorcery.
And then you became Bendel's toy.
Oh, she's been a very helpful teacher. But I've learned a bit over the years, and I think she's wanting me to try out some of these powers.
I'm just going to kind of nod and smile at Corin. I'm glad you did not deny that you're her toy, Corin. It's good to know where your place in life is at times.
It's a bit of a strange relationship, but whatever works.
She's a very unique woman for sure. So
Poppy's just gonna finish her breakfast and go back up to her room and finish getting ready for the day.
I'm gonna finish my breakfast. I'll help clean up. All ready,
thank you.
ready to head out. So, Grathok, you haven't tried anything with this speaker, right?
No, not that I know of. Not that I can remember.
Good.
The desire to make you roll for it is high.
Oh, I'll do it. Not against it.
We know you will.
Go for it. I like
Give
for
me
weird
another,
random
give me
things.
another
Do
D2.
it. Do it.
Give me another
No.
D2.
Another
No.
D2? All right.
One is
Mhm.
no, two is yes.
What? Oh,
Roll the 2.
talk to me. There he goes.
No, one was yes, 2 is no.
Okay.
Fine. That works for me better.
Krathok, you definitely recognize that Devessa is an attractive woman, but
Mhm.
given what you can remember through your sordid memories and seeing her feeling, I don't want to say not for the first time, but kind of seeing her again, you kind of have this feeling that she is a bit on the young side for something that you would be interested in.
Okay.
Because she is very, very young in terms of years, and so you just kind of look at her as more of a pat on the head, kid sister type of a relationship, if anything.
Okay, good. Makes me feel a little bit better about myself there.
There you go.
Not a total douchebag.
Listen, I don't think
Okay.
I don't think that the speaker in Dugan's Hole is upset with you at all.
Oh, I don't think she is either.
Not from
That
what
would-
we heard.
That would be interesting since they are fairly close together. Anytime they have like meetings, after a meeting just turns into talk of Krathok.
This time he hung me upside down. Never mind.
Taught him to tie ropes like this. He sucks
That's
so much at
one
making
big
bridges.
belt.
All right, you guys ready to
Look,
head out?
I have to tie up my
Yes.
dog somehow, okay?
Oh my
Uh-huh.
God.
I just love the fact that it's like you suck
Well,
at building
dogs into
bridges,
it.
so hammering docks together, they fall apart. But
I'm
if
not
you tied them, they'd probably work perfectly.
I'm not good at nailing wood together, but I'm good at nailing
Wow.
with my wood.
Okay, we're just moving on. enough innuendo for today. And
You say that.
yep.
Oh my god.
So you all get ready. And you mentioned, Drathor, you mentioned that you would need to go back and see the speaker, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Agreeable to everyone? We're going to go and talk to the speaker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alrighty then. So you all are dressed as well as you're going to dress and ready to go. You kind of leave your house, lock the door, and make your way over to the town hall, where there seems to be a kind of standard guard activity. You notice the kind of massive pile of Phandalin is kind of tucked away and away from the main kind of area. And there are 2 guards that are posted by the hall. And you make your way inside. The kind of we'll call him the secretary of the town hall looks up and sees you. We've been expecting you. Right this way. I'll take you to the speaker's office. And the secretary gets up and walks you back to Devessa's office, opens the door and motions you inside. She was just in a meeting. She'll be right with you. Just have a seat.
Sure thing. And I'll move over and take up a seat.
Are we all in there?
Yeah. So
Right,
inside
okay.
inside the speaker's office is a fairly sizable office. She's got a couple large bookshelves with random parchment scrolls and books kind of sorted among various cubbies within it. You can see that she has a desk that's up against a wall. There are no windows, unfortunately, as this is a central office located inside, but there is a skylight above that kind of pours in the grayish light from the day. There's candles lit on a couple different sconces on the wall, and there's a fairly kind of large table at the other end of her office, away opposite her desk in these bookshelves, where there seems to be a table where business can be conducted. It's a fairly long table. You think could safely sit probably 6 to 8 people, and there are a bench on one side and 4 chairs on the other.
Puppy will walk over and just sit on the end of the bench.
I'm going to sit on the other end of the bench because my big ass is probably going to take up the whole bench.
Not
Poppy
whole
feels the bench kind of raise up on her side as Krathok sits down. She kind of looks over at Krathok as she's sliding down towards him and says, excuse me.
Corin will try to at least hold the seat down a bit more.
That's great. Poor Drathor is sitting on one side of the table looking at the 3 of you on the other side. As you all get situated, not long after, Devessa walks in. Oh. Hello, good, you're here. It's very nice to see you. Drathor, Krathok, Poppy. And
Hello,
Good morning.
speaker.
Corin, right?
That's correct, yes.
Well, thank you so much for coming. I know it's a bit strange as you have just completed a job, but I have another one for you if you would be willing to hear me out.
Sure.
We are all ears, you could say. Or at least some of us.
Hope you all had a good night's rest last night, I take it? Your new abode to your liking?
Oh, yes, pantry was quite well stocked. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It was very nice, thank you.
I didn't get to see my room. I fell asleep in the common area because I just wanted to lay my head.
Poppy
That's a
just kind of whispers to the speaker. Yeah, he laid on the floor in front of the fireplace like a dog.
Well, to each their own, but we did have the bed both lengthened and widened and reinforced with iron, so it should be able to hold your weight should you make your way back up there.
Oh, I'll make my way up next time. I'm just really tired after this little extravaganza we had here.
I can imagine. Well, that said, I have a growing concern, which I think warrants your attention. I don't know that I can trust anyone else right now with this, as you all have proven to be both quite resourceful and effective. I took a look at that remnants of the Shardlin monstrosity that could have been attacking our towns right now, and I don't know how you stopped it, to be honest. But you did. I don't know how you stopped Zardarok and slayed him within his own fortress, but you did. The job I have for you now is far less perilous than what you had taken on previously, though I think will ultimately hold all the more weight for us here in Icewind Dale. Have you heard of Revel's End?
Revel's End?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't ring a bell to me.
Anyone want to do a history check?
I'm going to do a history check.
I'll do one as well.
I can do one as well, too.
18.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt.
19.
Fine, show me up, Krathok.
Look, I'm just going to get all my good rolls out now.
Good
I got
damn,
I got a nat
everybody.
20.
Oh my god.
Well, because
Nice.
you all rolled so damn well, I will let you know that you all are very aware of Revel's End. Memories come flooding back for you all. Corin, you are quite familiar, as there is a certain high-profile prisoner that is currently residing there. So Revel's End is a panopticon. It's a prison configured in such a way that prisoners can be very closely monitored from a central location. It's kind of in a very frigid kind of coastal area of the Sea of Moving Ice. And it's a single story topped with battlements. It rising from the core is a tower that holds administrative offices and barracks, and the prison and the tower itself are carved out of a tall black-shaped rock that rises high off of the sea cliffs in the area. The rock, which is called Windbreak, shields the tower against brutal winds that sweep down from the rugged glacier. You know that this kind of end is essentially the prison of prisons in the Forgotten Realms. It's controlled by the Lord's Alliance, which is a loose confederation of settlements that include Baldur's Gate, Mirbar, Neverwinter, Silvery Moon, Waterdeep, Yartar, towns of Amphail, Daggerford, Longsaddle, and the dwarven stronghold of Mithril Hall. To be imprisoned in Revel's End, you have to have committed an extremely serious crime, and typically against one or more of the members of Alliance, and sentenced to a very lengthy period of incarceration. Yeah. It's bad. Spies are
So it's
taken
like
here.
Rikers Island in New York.
Essentially, right? Like, this is the place where you go to be long lost and forgotten. It is essentially what it is. So you all are quite familiar. This is where all the bad peoples go. Corin, you especially are aware that very recently, as in within the past few years, a very high-profile prisoner and sorcerer was brought there by the name of Valish Gaunt. He was essentially plotting to take over, the world, member of the Arcane Brotherhood, etc., and is currently being held there pretty much indefinitely.
I assume they have some sort of anti-magic sort of area.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, dude's not getting out.
Sounds like a fun place.
Yeah, I thought you said Rebels and not Revel's End. Sorry.
Sounds like Rebels End, like the revelry is done. But I think if we go visit, we can have a little revelry of our own and have some fun.
Well, if you're familiar with Revel's End, then you might also be familiar with a prisoner there.
Uh-oh.
A man by the name of Valish Gaunt. I know you're all from here, but Valish Gaunt tried to supplant me 3 years ago. He was attempting to destabilize all of the 10 towns and take over Icewind Dale for himself. He was stopped, imprisoned for his crimes in Revel's End, and currently is sitting there for the rest of his miserable life. Now, I need you to go and speak with him. I think the Arcane Brotherhood is up to something. And the only known member that we are free to question at this time that would give us any type of a reliable answer is Valish Gaunt. To be even more direct, I think they're either directly responsible for the Frostmaiden's newfound power and are working with her, or even worse, are working to supplant her somehow. I can't tell you how I know, but I can tell you this isn't good. The days are getting colder. Every year we are seeing less and less resources available in the 10 towns. The numbers of fish seem to be dwindling steadily. The crop yields are getting less and less, despite our efforts to build greenhouses and monitor temperatures. The land itself just isn't yielding. Auril is going to destroy us if she isn't stopped. This is a matter of every urgency, and I think the Arcane Brotherhood has something to do with it. Will you help me?
Oh, we can help you.
Good. I need you to deliver a letter to him for me. I think this letter will help to loosen his lips.
Well, we can certainly try.
So you just want us to go give him this letter, get whatever he says, then return?
Yes. That's all. Nothing more. It shouldn't be very difficult to speak with him. He is currently unable to use magic or do anything there. But fortunately for me, this letter will inform him as I will inform you that if he cooperates and provides useful information, then I will petition on behalf of the Lord's Alliance to shorten his already ridiculously long sentence. Did I say ridiculously? I mean appropriately long sentence. He's a very charismatic and charming man. He will no doubt try to lobby for you for escape or aid in some way, shape, or form. This is the only aid he would possibly receive. And if he refuses, or is not helpful, well, then there just might be a tip from myself to the Lord's Alliance, letting him know that the Arcane Brotherhood is plotting to break him out of prison. Should that happen, he will no doubt be even put under stricter security, and his life will be made significantly less comfortable.
If the speaker wants, we could also possibly help make his life a little less comfortable. Not kill him, obviously, but just might help persuade him to be a little more amicable, at least in the future, if there's anything else that he might be needed for.
Poppy just kind of nods.
In return, I would be more than happy to offer you a sum of 250 gold pieces to do this. I know that that's a pittance given all of you've earned as of late, which is extremely impressive. But it's what I can offer. And also the promise that we'll be closer to figuring out what's going on, what the Brotherhood's up to, and hopefully how to stop Auril from turning Icewind Dale from what used to be a lovely place, secluded but lovely, into a frozen wasteland that will become uninhabitable even for the hardiest of folk. As she looks over to Krathok.
We need to definitely fix the situation up here.
Yeah, Ariel's enough issue. We don't need the Arcane Brotherhood causing more problems.
True.
If they cause problems, helping you, Krathok, might hinder that. Finding the people Poppy needs to find could hinder that as well. But I think we should head up there and find out what we can. Hopefully, at least hinder or slow down the Arcane Brotherhood until we can stop them. That might give us more time to see about your issue, Krathok, or yours, Poppy. Who knows, maybe we'll be somewhere nearby or see the people you're looking for, Poppy.
Maybe. If they still exist. With all this cold and everything.
Oh, I'm sure they exist. The tribes, they're used to traveling around out in the wild. I'm sure they have means much better than we do.
And Poppy just kind of nods.
Duvessa kind of looks over, puzzled. Tribes? Which tribes? Maybe I can help.
Poppy will relay her memory that she had explaining, this dream and how vivid it was and how she felt like she was a part of this tribe.
She's going to pause for a moment and think. And as she does, she's going to just kind of look at you oddly, Poppy, and then give you kind of a sigh. Well, the Ragged tribes do exist, and they are nomads. They move quite frequently. The only tribe that I know of that has both what claim to be a king and queen are the Tiger tribe. The king changes with the wind, who's ever toy the queen of the tribe. The true queen decides to make the king as her toy for a period of time, but that's Queen Bjornhild Sovisgoter.
Huh.
She's tough to find, but that's the only queen I know. Does that help at all?
It sounds familiar.
Poppy, give me a wisdom save.
A wisdom save?
Mm-hmm.
Five.
Poppy, when she says the name Bjornhild Solvik's daughter, you feel searing pain in your head. I need you to give me a Constitution save.
Poppy's holding her head. $15.
Poppy, you, at this searing pain, double over. And catch yourself. You take a deep breath. And we're going to take a short break.
Suspenseful.
Yay! Suspense.
Yeah.
Yay.
Indeed. I'm going to get some tea.
I'm going to get some more coffee.
Get some coffee, get your tea, get your butts up and move around a little bit. And we're going to say what's up, everybody. Hello, chat. I hope you're doing well. I love
Hello,
your faces. So happy, so nice to see you, Mr. Wesker. Mr. Tron, Sakura, Nightbringer. Hello, hello, hello.
Oh, is Andrew here? There's
He
Andrew.
is.
Hi. And Sakura, and yeah, everybody's here.
Yes. The fam is here.
All the peoples.
All the peeps. How goes? Goes good. Goes really good. Well, not so good for Poppy. But
No,
good.
no-
Start a new character last night. A divination lizard with a hat that says wizard with 2 Z's. I love it.
Of course, two Z's.
I'm a lizard's a wizard. I'm a wizard lizard. Zzz. Zzz. Love it. I don't know who that is. She also suspended animation for 1,000 years. That sucks. I'm going to stand up and get blood to my feet. Oh.
Oh my god. Oh my god, your shirt.
Yeah, the Call to Arms shirt with Rexy.
I love it.
Yeah, we're going to be raising money next month, again, for StackUp.org, which supports veterans and promotes suicide awareness, amongst other things. Oh my goodness. Discord, Terry Pratchett. I'll have to take a look. Oh. But no, things are going good. We had a good meeting. Prince World is a wizard who cannot cast any spells. Okay. Rincewind. Sounds like the wizard from The Last Unicorn. The great and powerful wizard. Can't cast any spells. I actually watched that movie. He's much worse. Oh. I watched that movie recently. Man, dude, that animation studio that did The Last Unicorn and The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings cartoons, they went hard in the paint for animation. It had no holds barred. There's a couple points where I was like, I don't know if I should be letting my kids watch this right now. I thought this was a kid's movie. No. I remember watching them as a kid, which is what's like, oh, Last Unicorn, let's watch this. And I was like, okay. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. They weren't super interested. I think the art style, again, definitely is more geared towards older peoples, whether they be teens or adults. Especially my youngest, he's much more taken with bright colors. They added Roly-Poly-Oly to Disney Plus, and he's just been like, oh, I want to watch that. It's like, I remember watching Roly-Poly-Oly. Roly-Poly-Oly was a show on like Disney Kids about a robot and his robot family. He's roly-poly-oly, he's small and spurt and round. Yeah, it was kind of after my time. I have a sister that's 8.5 years younger than I am, so I caught a lot of the next wave of stuff. Like, I don't think I would have watched SpongeBob if not for her. I remember swearing off Barney. I was like, no, we don't watch Barney. And so we watched a lot of other stuff, which was fun. Lots of Blue's Clues. Some Dora. Oh, some Dora. The kid who was obsessed. I'm sorry. So that was on repeat. Oh, brutal. If everyone's just joining us, we're taking a quick break, and then we'll get right back into it here very shortly. Just waiting for everyone to get back from getting their coffee, their tea, stretching the legs. Whew. Yawning, unfortunately, because it's midnight. God, I'm getting old. Ugh.
Oh, I'm back.
Welcome back.
back.
You have a birthday this month, Sakura? Well, happy early birthday. I'll be 21 again. Gotta love that level up. After you hit 21, you just hit the level cap and you just gain XP after that. 21 again
I'm
for the
back.
20th time. Got them power levels.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Pirate.
I'm back. My camera is being slow because my computer's being slow right now.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
Pushing the limits.
One thing that I did notice last time when I was having issues with usages from Geigen's Foundry feed, if you go into the little cog for the game settings,
Mm-hmm.
and you configure settings under system, oh no, just under the core settings, there's a maximum frame rate, and you can set that to, it's typically pegged to 60. You can set that to 30, and it will greatly reduce the load on system. Not
Nice.
that that's probably the main culprit of your issues, but couldn't hurt. High speed potato. All right, is everybody ready to go?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
so
ready.
I gotta do what? Maximum frame rate? Drop it?
Yeah, just drop it down to like 30. I mean, it's Foundry. It's not like we're playing a FPS or anything.
Right?
Oh, we're not.
I know.
Hmm.
All right. And we will pick back up. Poppy, you're able to regain your composure, but you are noticeably affected. You begin sweating heavily. Your eyes are wide. You have one hand that grips the table so hard that you don't even realize how much strength you're applying. Krathok, as you sit next to her, you hear the wood groan under her grip. And then the wave passes, Poppy. Your breathing returns. And I'll leave it up to you what you do next.
Poppy just, her eyes still wide, looks at the speaker and just says that name. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. And she just leaves it at that. She looks at, and then Poppy looks at Drathar.
Do it. Go with your feelings, Poppy.
Poppy just kind of shakes her head.
Devessa looks at you, kind of puzzled. I'm sorry, did I say something wrong? Are you okay?
I think so.
It's
Okay.
just been a very interesting few days, a lot to work through and any changes. So hopefully you can understand.
Oh,
Vesa.
Absolutely. I'm not trying to intrude. I apologize. I just wanted to make sure you're okay. That was never mind. Moving on.
I'm sure Poppy appreciates it. Perhaps time he can look at you as a friend and maybe open up more, but for now, maybe she just needs a little more time.
It is none of my business. I'm the one asking you for help, and I appreciate any you can give.
Of course we'll help you. You've been good to us.
Yes, we all would very much enjoy helping you.
All right, then. I can provide you with some rations to take with you on your journey. It's not exactly a long one, but it's not short either, especially out in this weather and it getting ever darker and ever colder. I'll send with you a writ from me to give to the guards to allow you entrance and to discuss these matters with Mr. Gaunt. Is there anything else I can do for you before you leave?
I am good.
Not that I can think of.
Before we leave, by chance, since you would know more of what's around town, do you know anyone that might have gear that we could possibly look at? I'm in the works for looking for a set of studded leather armor, or perhaps some alchemical goods, potions, poisons, medicines, and whatnot.
Sure.
Please don't say Wendell's the only one that has alchemical goods, though.
She's quite good at it.
Well,
I'm sure she's quite good at it, but...
Vindel is the most prevalent alchemist in Bryn Shander.
Okay, at least we got corn, so that'll help there.
Of course.
That said, the Black Iron Blades, while not exactly known for their blades, should be able to provide you with more than adequate armor.
Thank you. That is very helpful.
Have you met Garn?
I believe we have. He was rather interesting.
Yes, I believe we met him last time when we had that one unforeseen incident in town.
Oh, yes. That was only a short time ago, though it feels much longer.
It does.
Well, I would seek out Garn and let him know you would like some of his armor. He doesn't advertise it readily. He's continuing to try and make a name for himself selling swords, although he already has a reputation. It's just one he's not exactly proud of. If he would sell his armor, he'd have a lot less jokes told about him. Trust me, this is one of his pieces, and she's wearing what looks like a very nice gown that has a leather corset around it. And you, upon closer inspection and her kind of revealing more of this to you and kind of turning, can see that there's been great attention and craftsmanship to this kind of leather corset bodice type garment. She goes, "This will stop a blade. I know, I've had it tested. See? And she reaches across her desk, grabs a very fine-looking dagger, raises it, and with a good bit of force, thrusts it towards her stomach.
Can I
Careful.
try to intercept it and stop her from doing that? Like
You
knock
want
the
to.
blade away or whatnot? Yeah, I'll try to do that.
I am going to cast. Hold on. I have something special for this. Where is it? Where's my spells? There it
You're
is.
concerned. You're so chivalrous.
Poppy is just looking wide-eyed because, you know, she's still coming down from everything that was going on.
Did I
when-
not cast? Oh, did cast. All right. She gets an extra. Hold on. Let me make sure that I have that right.
What are you
Plus 2, right?
casting?
I'm casting Shield of Faith on her.
Yeah, you just give her +2. Yeah.
+2 AC.
And
Okay.
can I try to use my sleight of hand to kind of sneak over and grab the dagger from out of her hand so while she's trying to stab herself, the dagger just disappears?
Sure. I want an acrobatics check to see if you can get over there,
Okay, acrobatics first.
and then we'll do a sleight of hand.
So the acrobatics is a 13.
Okay, you can make it over to her.
And if you want to use the sleight of hand I already rolled, it's a 17. If you want me to re-roll it, I can.
I want you to re-roll the sleight of hand.
How about a 27?
It's a good thing you took the second roll. So, Drathar, seeing Duvessa do this, you kind of make this very interesting kind of motion where you get your body just up out of the seat enough to where you're clearing the armrests, and you push off with your far foot and kind of do a side lunge roll. And just as you finish that roll, it puts you at her feet. And reaching up mid-roll, you're able to grab the blade itself as it's coming down and pull it from her hand. Duvessa kind of makes this motion where she goes to stab her and ends up just hitting her stomach. And she looks down and she sees you, Drathar, holding the knife. And she feels the magical effect that you put on her, Krathok, though she doesn't know that it was you. And she just looks down at you, Drathar, and starts laughing. Drathar, you silly, silly man. Why on earth would you feel compelled to do that?
You don't have to prove it to us, Duvessa. We can take your word for it. We trust you. Just on the off chance something does go wrong, we can't be having that.
Are you incapable of healing me? Do you not think
Drathar,
we
just
don't
gonna
have
kind of-
healers in here? Do you think that I will expire immediately from some innocuous stab wound to my abdomen?
For
And
a
who
minute,
cast a spell? I can feel it. I can feel the magic.
That was me. Hey, I just wanted to make sure I didn't have to also cast another spell in a little bit. All right.
Drathar,
Disease.
give me the dagger, please. And she gives you a look, like she doesn't have to say please, but she did.
Drathar will give her back the dagger, grab the blade, and hand it back to her.
As you hand it back to her, she kind of grabs it with the hilt, or kind of the blade facing towards the bottom of her hand. And as she brings it back to her body, she kind of makes a slicing motion across her abdomen. Very slowly, not meaning to be over the top and stabby motion that she was doing before. Drathar, you being so close, you notice the line that appears as she drags it across the leather armor. And then the line almost appears to self-heal and disappear. As I told you, there's no need to worry. Also, Drathar, feel free, knock right here, and she points to a place that's kind of just above her hip, low on her right side of her stomach. Tap here. Just do it. Don't make it awkward.
Well, I'm not going to make it awkward, though. If you want me to, I can. And he's going to tap where she says.
Drathar, you feel that there's not just formed leather. You're well aware of what that feels like. You can feel that there is some sort of metal underneath as well. See? I told you, he's a very talented armorer. Just not the best with swords.
In my defense, with my line of work, you can't be too careful. Who knows? Someone like me could have snuck in, changed your dagger. Maybe it's poisonous, maybe it's magical. Who knows? But better to be safe than sorry. Not that I don't trust your healers to be able to heal, or Drathok here.
She gives you a very disapproving look. All right, Drathar. And with that, anything else?
Corin will reach into his bag and grab the water skin out. Miss Poppy?
Yes.
Are you feeling better?
I am. Thank you, Corin.
He offers some of the water just because she was really sweaty after that.
Poppy just takes a sip and hands it back to him. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Corin.
No problem. And he sort of waves his hand a bit, and you can feel the sweat from your brow sort of evaporate with a slight gust of wind.
Ooh.
Thank you, Corin. I feel much better now.
Certainly.
All right, if there's nothing else, then I'll escort you out, get you the appropriate rations and gear that you would need, and leave you to it. There really is no time to waste.
I believe we are ready, and we can go visit Vendel and the Black Iron Blades on our way out and see if there's anything that we can pick up. And then we can be on our way.
You make your way out of the town hall and put yourself on the street. The Black Iron Blades is just down the street to your left. Corin, you know the way to Vendel.
Yep.
This one's actually closer.
The Black Iron Blades is definitely closer.
And we can head there first. Might as well not waste time going all over the place.
Fine, you make your way down to the black iron blades, and as you approach, you hear a familiar sound of hammer ringing on anvil.
Is anyone here that could help us for a moment?
You see kind of Garn behind his anvil station forge roaring. He's mid-working on his latest blade and kind of turns and looks up at you, kind of puts his goggles up on his head, and he's got a very sooty kind of visage and just walks over. Oh yes, hi. I remember you. If you don't remember, I'm Garn, owner of the Black Iron Blades. I'm more than happy to help you with anything you need.
Yes, we remember you. I believe you gave a friend of ours one of your Black Iron Blades, but we're not here for blades right now.
Oh.
Me in particular, and possibly my friend here, and he points towards Poppy, could possibly use some, if you have any studded leather armor, perhaps?
Armor? Well, it's not exactly what I'm known for, but I could probably...
Yes, we've heard, trust me.
Poppy just kind of walks up and said, "Your armor comes highly recommended by the speaker."
And he kind of...
We wouldn't think of going anywhere else for armor but you.
That's very, very kind of you. The speaker, she like her, she likes her corset, huh?
Very much so. I would certainly be interested in something like that myself. Don't you think it would look good on me? And Poppy just kind of poses in front of Garn a little bit.
I mean, he's a dwarf, so he's already at a very suggestive eye level. And he's just kind of looking up at you, and his mouth kind of hangs open a moment. I do believe something could work for you, yes. Like I was saying, I'm not exactly known for my armor, but I can certainly put something together for you, especially at the recommendation of the speaker.
Poppy just kind of looks over at Drathar and kind of mouths, "Did that help?"
Drathar just kind of nods up and down, yes. Well, that would be very helpful. The speaker did speak many words about your armor, and so we came. Hopefully you can do more than just corsets. I mean, I'm not against wearing one, I guess. I could always just, go in disguise from now on, but...
I think the studded leather armor will be helpful in certain situations. And then she just kind of poses in front of Garn again. Don't you think?
Yeah, sure.
Garm, actually, I've got a great idea. If you can make 2 sets of women's and 1 men's set of studded leather armor, we would appreciate it.
Poppy kind of looks quizzical at Drathar, and then
it'll come in handy, Poppy. Don't worry.
And then she looks at Garn and says, "A girl's got to have a choice, don't you think?"
Sure. Of course. Yes. It'll take me a little bit to work the armor to fit you, but I'm sure that I can make it work.
About how much time do you think you would need, Garm?
You said you want studded leather?
Yes, we are a little tight on time. We'll try to make it work. We are on an important mission for the speaker. So, if possible, if we could get that hurried along, maybe if we have to pay a little extra. And we'll be sure to speak volumes about you to the speaker.
Okay. Yeah, I can get that going. So, again, sorry, you need how many pairs of armor?
3 total, 2 women's and 1 men's. Unless, Krathuk, you interested in anything? Orin, I don't think you actually wear armor, or do you?
Unfortunately, I have no such ability.
Perhaps we can get him to make you some cooking stuff for on the road.
Oh, I have a nice pot.
Okay, got that. How about you, Krathuk?
Would it be advantageous for me to get gear? What
do you?
I would have to move to. Oh, I'm trying to remember what I'm using right now. Hold on. I have.
Should be in the inventory.
Yeah, I have chainmail on right now.
Oh yeah, I think you can upgrade from that.
What would I go to plate?
Plate's top tier.
Yeah,
it's like a bunch of money.
Oh, I know.
How much money you have?
Well, technically, we got like 20,000 at least, so I think he could do it.
No. What's above chainmail though?
Above chainmail is splint armor.
Splint, yeah.
Splint. Yeah, I'd be okay with getting some splint armor. Could always use more armor.
Okay. Wow, you're very large. Yes, I'm sure I could accommodate. Oh, we're getting okay. Studded leather. Say men's. Studded leather. Women's. Regular leather. Women's. And apologize. You asking for what type of armor?
Splint armor.
Splint armor. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Fantastic. Okay. It's not just a man. It's a Goliath armor. That's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you'll apologize. I'll need a moment to think about how long this will take and to give you a proper quoted price. But it's certainly not going to be a quick turnaround on something like a split armor or the custom women's bodice. The studded leather I could probably knock out fairly quickly, though.
Just give us a ballpark on about how long you think it would take you.
I mean, for the splint armor, it definitely would take me a few days just for that. That's a lot of fine detail work. And in terms of the women's bodice, that would take probably a day in and of itself. In terms of the studded leather, I could probably, I don't know, let me look at the time, and he kind of looks out at the sky. I could probably have it done for you by early tomorrow.
What does everyone think? We can always order it now, and if we have to leave, pick it up when we return. Or perhaps we could wait a few days and then head out.
Hopefully there's no danger at the prison.
Yeah, we can order it and come back for it.
Yeah, we want to leave tomorrow. What time is it right now?
It's not midday yet.
So we could at least have the bodices and the studded armor tomorrow. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I could get you the studded armor by tomorrow morning. It would be by the end of the night tomorrow to get you the bodice.
Poppy just looks at Drathar.
I don't have a problem traveling at night if you guys want to. It could be at times advantageous. It's colder, yes, but also less eyes. So if we want to wait till tomorrow night to leave, prepare everything we can now.
Papia looks at Krathok and says, "Are you still okay with using your chainmail?"
Oh yeah. I mean, this is my trust chainmail.
We can always pick up his order once we return.
Not in disrepair. It's fine.
I've grown to trust you, Drathar. You know that I will follow you.
Perhaps Wendell can also help us. Who knows? Maybe Wendell has a way of us traveling there a little faster. Maybe we'll actually make up time if we leave tomorrow. But yes, Graham, that'll be perfect. If you can take our order for those, we'll pick up the studded leather and the bodices tomorrow, and then once we return, we'll pick up the splint mail.
I guess I'll get to it then.
Thank you. How much is that going to be total?
Oh, geez. Give me a moment to think this through. I need to think about materials and time and it'd be probably 300 gold pieces for the splint armor.
$300, you say?
Yes, 300.
Okay.
Let's see here. For that studded leather, it'd be 100 apiece. And 100 for that other piece of armor as well. The custom ladies fit bodice.
100 each?
Correct.
We'll need 2 of those, so...
That's what I said. So 300 for the leather armor, and another 300 for the splint armor. So 600 gold pieces total. I know it's not cheap, but I'll make it worth it.
We can handle that, don't worry. We will bring you the gold tomorrow when we pick up the leather armor. Just hold on to this splint mail until we'll be back. We'll be back around to pick it up. Now that we're here, and with how much the speaker has talked up your armor and what we saw of it, I know you might be attached to the name Black Iron Blades. Have you ever thought of being the Black Iron Armory? Weapons, shields, armor?
Oh, well, I thought about it, yes. Considered it many times, actually. But one of the things that I've set out to do since coming to Icewind Dale is to be the best bladesmith.
Yes,
I failed at this miserably thus far, and I need to continue to try and get better, and if people are only here coming for armor, I'll never spend time on blades.
But if you make a lot of money selling your armor, you'll have more money to experiment in your blade making, and perhaps you'll find some sort of breakthrough, and you'll make a true masterpiece.
Perhaps.
I try to persuade him.
You want to try and persuade him?
Yes. I'm trying to help the poor man out.
All right, you can do so at disadvantage.
Disadvantage? Okay. 16.
You can tell that your words are kind of resonating with him a bit. And he kind of gives you this puzzled look. You know, I really should think about that. It's not a bad idea, Black Iron Armory.
And if you make enough money, use some of that extra money to experiment. Perhaps you'll find a new way to make better black iron blades. And you'll make it a true work of art. And who knows, maybe that'll be the blade that saves Icewind Dale and you'll become famous.
Sorry, I had a song pop in my head that never mind. That just made me giggle.
Yeah,
That'll
I mean,
be
yeah, I'll definitely think on that some more. I know the speaker was impressed, but let's not think about that now. I've got a job to do. If you want your armor by tomorrow, I'm gonna need to make sure that this is in order.
Yes, we'll leave you alone. Thank you. We'll be back tomorrow evening to come pick it up.
All right. And you see him kind of go in the back and gather some materials as you're kind of leaving. Some sets of leather and some fresh metal that he throws into the forge to get it cooking.
And with that, I guess we'll head over to Vendel's. On the way to Vendel's, I'll just kind of just talking while we're walking over there. It's like, and tell everyone. So, since we're probably going to be doing a lot of travel, and we're probably going to have to spend some time out in the wilds, we have our axe beaks, we have your dog sleds.
Mm-hmm.
It might be useful to invest in some tents or like a yurt. A yurt might take a little while to set up, but it's a more secure, and wouldn't it be bad to set up and camp? Be a little more comfortable on the road. I'm sure there will be time where we will have to spend multiple nights out in the wilds and not be able to make it back to an inn and a comfy bed.
That's true.
It's a pretty wise idea.
So hopefully
Puppy
we can
agrees.
find someone that sells a yurt or two and pick them up, because I'm sure our axe beak should be able to carry those.
That works.
As for Vendel, Corin, does
Yes.
he often make alchemical potions or poisons or brews? I know last time we were there was something brewing in her cauldron. Who knows if that was just lunch, though?
Oh, that was the potion for your memories.
Let's not get one of those ever again.
Could
But out of that, I am assuming she doesn't do poisons. Is that right?
You never know. I mean, alchemists.
Alchemy.
I mean, yeah, alchemy is. I mean, I see if I actually have one. I thought I had one.
Can she give my hammer an enhancement? I mean, she does have that really cool helmet that I borrowed from her.
I'm not quite sure of her capabilities tonight, so I'm not quite sure what to answer there.
You think it's possible?
Yeah. Well, she is a very powerful wizard.
I think I might have to ask her if she could
I
help.
might have to ask her about my scimitar as well. Anything to help us be useful right now, especially after what we've already run into.
Yeah, maybe she can do something with my arrows.
Probably your bow would be better. Every arrow might get expensive.
True.
But who knows?
I'll
Maybe
certainly
for.
find out.
But let's continue on. We can always talk to Vendel about that. I'm sure she's probably already somehow knows we're on our way.
Oh, I'm sure she will.
She can probably smell your manly odor from here. Graphox. She's probably waiting.
Hey.
I'm not saying you smell. You have that smell that just attracts her.
She was quite intrigued with your pets last time too, so.
You make your way over to the clearing where Vendel's cottage is. You can see smoke coming out of the chimney, kind of nice and even.
Poppy walks up and knocks on the door.
I was just about to knock.
I was literally afraid that he was going to say the cottage was no longer there.
Almost, yes.
Orin, you watch as they knock on the door.
Mm-hmm.
You know you can just walk in.
Gordon opens the door. Vendel.
Oh, yes, Corin, darling. How was your night out? You back already? Have you finished up your adventures?
Oh, not quite. Our friends had some requests. Maybe to make some purchases.
I know, darling. I was just messing with you. Just messing with you. I know you'd be here. Go sit down at the table. Sit. What can Vendel do for you?
Well, first order of business, Vendel. Rathok, Poppy, and I, we were wondering, we know you're very powerful. Is there any chance you'd be able to possibly enchant or enhance our weapons? Krathok's hammer, which he likes to hold with both hands firmly. Poppy's bow or my scimitar.
You want me to enchant your stabby, punchy.
Yes.
I mean, it's possible. It's very possible. Depends on what you're looking for. What are you looking for?
Yes, Drathar, what are we looking for?
What can you do?
Darling, I'm Vendel. What is it you want?
I would like my hammer to have a little more oomph when I bring down the wrath of Toril on people's heads.
Oh, really? You want me to enchant your hammer?
Yeah.
Okay. Jason, what about you?
I would like mine to have a little more oomph as well. Perhaps if you could have it, I don't know if you're capable, make it be able to possibly do some ice damage.
Oh. You think that in the frozen north of Icewind, that adding ice damage to your weapon will be helpful to you, sure?
Probably not, but it's entertaining. If I get tired of it, I can just use it to cool my drinks.
Listen, I do appreciate someone that can Be creative, darling, but you could also just put it out in the snow. It's everywhere.
Then how
But
about
if it's
this?
what you want, it's up to you, darling.
Here, Vendel, to make you happy, just because it would probably be better to, maybe fire damage. How about if you could put fire damage on my short sword, and my scimitar just do ice for now? Who knows? Something might not be wrong against ice somehow. Who knows? We might run into a normal human being. We haven't run into one of those yet, but we might. Well, actually, I did. I killed him, though.
That's another story.
Sure.
That would have been entertaining if I had ice on my weapon at that time. Talk about blue balls.
Poppy just shakes her head.
There are things I could do, sure. Fire, ice, not difficult, not difficult. Extra oomph, also not difficult. Still at the time. Is there anything else you want for Vendel?
Poppy pulls out her bow and says, I would do what I would
Whoa.
I would appreciate your recommendations.
There is perhaps something I could do. It's going to take a little time, though, darling. I'm going to need to channel the energies and feel what it is that you most need. Yes, Winter will need some time, but this is something I can do. Are you prepared to pay? This is not going to be on the house.
Let us know how much, and I'm sure we can arrange to pay you. We are not that short on money right now, so.
But you certainly will be once I'm done with you.
Oh.
Yes.
Looks like I'm going back to work in the corner again.
No, Krathok, if it comes down to that, we can, I'm sure, negotiate with Vendel here. Some time with you may be able to lower the price. Nice, strapping, strong man like you might be able to coax her into.
Oh, Dresar, you're funny.
I'd try.
You think that he's never mind. No, Dresar.
Well, I mean, if he's not enough, him and me.
Oh.
For now, for getting interesting. Making Vendel reconsider. Unfortunately, it's not something I'm inclined to do right now, but I was close. Really close. Anyway, 1,000 gold pieces per enchantment. That is the price. Unless you want to give me Snack. I love him so much. Can I please see him? I just want to pet him. He used to sit here on my shoulder when I was conjuring and enchanting and doing all my things, darling. I miss him.
So if I sell you Snack, or rather give you Snack permanently, what are you charging us then?
I'm still charging them 1,000 gold pieces a piece, but I wouldn't charge you anything.
Graythar's, I'm going to pull out Snack and kind of just pet him and look at him. If I let you have Snack, I want your guarantee that I can come see him whenever I need to.
Darling.
It would be safer here with you, of course, than traveling with us out in the cold.
I didn't think you would actually do it. I didn't even use any persuasion magic.
Trust me, I don't want to, but I'm debating it. It'd be better for him. He does not need to be out in this cold.
All right. How about I work you a little deal because you're pulling at my heartstrings, darling. I know how much he means to you. And he's just such a snuggly little friend. How about this? I will charge you half to enchant your blades. So you would only owe me a total of 1,000 gold pieces for both of your blades. I will keep Snack here for me and return him to you when you come back from your little adventures.
I will agree to that. Because then he can spend, while we're gone, his time with you. And in case something unforeseen does happen to us, I will know that he'll be safe here with you.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure he would love some more of your company.
Oh, Snack, come here. Come to Mama Vindel. She reaches out her hands and a little cup to get Snack.
I'll put Snack help push him a little bit to her hands.
And he turns around and looks at your fingers as you do so and licks your hand and then turns around again and runs up Vindel's arms and kind of runs around her neck once and just plants himself in this little nook in between her neck muscle and collarbone, that little spot there. He just tucks in as she just snuggles him lovingly with her little head and looks back at you. I'm sorry, I was having a moment. I love him so much, you see. Such a wonderful little companion. Anyway, so yes, so a total of 3,000 gold pieces. And I can enchant for you, darling. Anything else you need?
I don't know if you do this yourself, but have you ever heard of malice poison?
Malice poison?
Perhaps a longer lasting malice poison?
Don't know, darling. Poison I'm familiar with. This malice poison I am not.
It's a poison that if the person who's poisoned with it doesn't resist it, they become blinded.
Really? This is most interesting. I would have to do some research. Normal potions, your garden variety, very effective health potions, etc. No problem. Talking about something that specific, I would have to see if I have one necessary research. There's got to be a book for it somewhere in this mess, and then two, I would need to have the ingredients up here in Icevendale, especially now things are not as easy to get as you would hope.
Well, I guess perhaps in time we can maybe make some friends that can help us get ingredients. If you ever find the recipe, just let me know, please. How much for your garden variety healing potions?
Well,
Krathok, I know, is an amazing healer. Not bad to have a couple just in case for each of us.
Sure, give me 1 second.
I saw that, Krathok. I'm not bending over. Sorry, we don't need that kind of healing.
Just hear Vendel start humming to herself as she does a little turn with Snack. When I get that feeling, I want Snack healing. I'm sorry, I forgot you were here. Yes, I have a few potions. Let me go over here. And she kind of walks over to... she kind of walks over to a... let's see, hold on. She walks over to this kind of chest and opens it up. Let's see. Yes, darling. Let me dig through here. Let me find these. I can do this. Yes, I have a few of these here, and then I have a couple of these here. Yes, very rare, these ones indeed. You're lucky I found these. I'm so good at keeping myself organized. Let's see, I have a couple of these, and she kind of puts this kind of rather lightly colored red potion that's in a very interestingly twisted gold vial on the table. And then I have a couple of these. This here. And she puts a couple kind of very normal-ish looking kind of potion vials on the table next to it. There's 4 of them there. And then I have a couple of these. And then she puts another kind of scattered 3 bottles up on the table. All right, this is what I have. These 2, very rare. Potion of Vitality. When you drink, no longer tired. If you get chlamydia or poisoned by your malice or anything, you're completely healed, completely cured. It's amazing.
I can find some uses for that. I'm sure Grathok could as well.
Hey, what
For
are you
the
trying to
next
say?
day, it won't go down, darling. I promise
Just think,
you.
instead of just 1, you could go 2 days.
Poppy's just shaking her head.
What would the
That's the
speaker
next
think then,
ones.
Grathok?
These next 4 vials here, they are superior healing potions. Very nice, I promise you. And then these last 3, they are your garden variety healing potions. These ones here, the bottom of the barrel, 50 gold pieces apiece. These next 4 here, they are 500 apiece. These 2 here, 1,000 apiece. Vindo doesn't sell crap, darling.
Trust me, we never thought you would have.
I'm just saying.
Well, I don't think we would need the superior yet. Have more than enough faith in your healing for now, Grathok. I'm sure I'll always have faith in your healing, but superior might be a little overkill. What do you guys think of picking up those 4 regular healing potions for now? Well,
That
I wouldn't
sounds
be.
good.
Oh no, the 4
wouldn't be
were
against-
the 4 were the superior. The
Okay,
3,
then the-
3 of them are
The
just
3.
basic bitch, and then the 2 were 2 vitalities.
Then we'll take the 3 basic bitch potions.
How disappointing.
I would. How about we take 3 of the basic bitch and 1 of the superior? I would love vitality, but I don't think we need to talk about that right now. Maybe I might come see you again later in private.
What will Darla say, Drathar?
Who says it won't be for Darla?
You savage.
I've been gone a while.
My goodness. It's not healthy to keep yourself so bottled up. It's already gray outside. You don't need to be blue as well. Anyway.
Puppy giggles.
Give me your weapons and give me an hour. Now shoo, away with you. I like to hunt in private. Corin knows.
I hand her my weapon.
I'm just gonna secretly just kind of my hand over my weapon, secretly go over to Corin. So, Corin, she says she wants to do it in private. Is there any specific reason why? Perhaps just curiosity.
Trade secrets, really.
Oh, not as entertaining.
Not quite.
Oh well. Moving on then.
Puppy hands Vendel her bow.
Yes,
Corin, if there's anything,
don't worry.
Corin, if there's anything you want, just let us know. We can help. You are our companion, and we need to make sure you're geared as well.
Yeah, everyone's talking about armor. I suppose a nice cloak would be pleasant.
Corin, darling, you want a cloak?
Yeah, something nice for the weather.
You didn't say nothing to me when you left earlier. So disappointed.
Well, I
My
have this old.
boy. I'll take care of you, so don't worry.
Well, thank you.
You too. Sure. When you come back, I will give you all the things.
Well, thank you.
And then we will be up. We need to gather some more gear, and we're in search of yurts. So, happy working, Wendell.
As you're talking, Drathar, you feel yourself once again, all of you, being levitated off the ground as she turns and looks at her cauldron, and with a hand just kind of whisks you out of her cottage. And you all just kind of levitate and float through. Krathok, it's kind of funny how this happens to you because you're so much taller than her door. So your body just kind of like picks up and then turns sideways, and you just float out the door and then puts you right upright back outside and back on your feet.
Just straight 90 degrees.
Exactly.
Well, that was disconcerting.
I don't know. I think I could get used to that and like it.
Slams
I could find some uses for that.
See you again in a few hours. Because he's being levitated out.
This is very normal for you, Corin. She does this routinely to you.
Absolutely. Whee!
And we're going to go ahead and stop there, and you will be informed of what goody goods you get during our next session.
Yeah, I was totally going to pick up one of those 50 gold ones.
Corin, darling, I'm disappointed you didn't roll to see if you know how to make them yourself. Why have to pay me when you can do this?
Time and materials.
And he probably wants, the best.
Really?
If he's still learning.
Who's to say Corin doesn't have his own money? Rendering services isn't free for Vindel.
I'm sure he has his own money. Being Vendel's toy pays well, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, there's gold pieces and there's other payments.
I mean, with that levitation trick, the other payments could be just as fun.
Especially since we know she can do horizontal as well as vertical.
Yep.
I'm sure she
All
can flip
right.
them upside down too.
And we've arrived again.
Yep.
Again,
Where
again.
we've
No, that's just
started.
what this campaign is.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Mastodon 55, thanks for the follow.
Mastodon 55. Oh, is that the new Orc Master?
Thank you, Mastodon.
Mastodon Master.
Oh, that's all we need is more innuendo. Anyway, so thank you guys so much for hanging out on Dungeon Nytes. We are currently working on ramping up and getting a new campaign going for our Saturday night sessions. Monday nights will continue as scheduled. We actually got 2 sessions in a row. We're on a roll, and and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. We're gonna go ahead and see if there's someone to pass off all of our good to. Let's see who we got going right now. Let's see. Yeah, Dorktails is live. Let's go because we got them. Oh no, because they're usually ending right about now. You know what? I'm going to pass you guys off to my buddy, Captain Robert. I'm not sure if he's live or not right now, but I'm going to pass you there anyway. He's a good dude, a fantastic DM, and a wonderful showman. You should go over there and just soak in the glory that is the Robert. That is high but appropriate praise from me. So I will catch you guys on the next one. We'll catch you actually tomorrow night on Geigen's channel for some Pathfinder, and then Wednesday on my channel over on Trovo. So love your faces, everybody. We'll catch you next time. And here we go with the raid. 6,
Raid.
5, 4,
Raid.
3, 2, 1. Raid.
2, maybe.
2, 3.